King Charles III's decision to remove his grandson Archie Harrison from the royal line of succession has sent shockwaves through royal circles and beyond, leaving the public grappling with its implications. For Meghan Markle, this move cuts deep, igniting a fierce response that mirrors the tensions simmering beneath the surface of the royal family since her departure alongside Prince Harry in 2020. Meghan's passionate exclamation, "Not your son," reflects her deep sense of betrayal, as she now faces the realization that Archie's royal status has been erased. This raw reaction highlights a mother's anguish over the exclusion of her child, intensifying the ongoing narrative of estrangement between the Sussexes and the British monarchy. The decision is far more than just an isolated act. It's a pivotal part of King Charles III's broader vision to modernize the monarchy. In his quest to streamline the royal family, Charles appears intent on shedding the weight of tradition, opting for what he sees as a more progressive institution. But critics question whether this move is truly about efficiency, or if it's personal, targeting Harry and Meghan for their choices and, possibly, their racial background. The backdrop of Harry and Meghan's 2020 departure from royal duties looms large, as does the thorny issue of race, which has colored much of the Sussexes' interactions with the royal establishment since Meghan's marriage into the family. Public opinion is deeply divided. Some see this as a long-overdue reform of an institution steeped in antiquated traditions, while others suspect racial undertones in Archie's exclusion. Could it be that the British monarchy, long criticized for its colonial past, is struggling to embrace the diversity that Archie represents? The suspicion that race might have influenced Charles's decision has reignited heated debates on whether the monarchy can truly align with modern values like equality and inclusivity. This concern is compounded by Meghan's biracial identity and the fact that Archie, one of the few mixed-race royals in British history, is now sidelined. What further complicates the story is Prince Harry's reaction, or rather, his lack of a public one. In contrast to Meghan's fiery response, Harry has remained silent, caught between his identity as a royal and his responsibility as a father. The internal conflict he faces is palpable. Does he fight for his son's place in a monarchy that he himself has distanced from, or does he shield Archie from the very institution that may have caused him and his wife so much pain? Harry's silence speaks volumes, symbolizing the weight of his personal conflict, torn between his royal lineage and his devotion to protecting his son from the struggles that come with it. Beyond the personal, there are broader questions of legacy and the future of the monarchy itself. Charles's decision, while intended as a step toward modernity, might instead be widening rifts within his own family. The exclusion of Archie calls into question the very essence of what the royal family stands for. Is it a symbol of unity, tradition, and continuity, or a relic struggling to stay relevant in a world that is increasingly rejecting the principles of birthright and privilege? For Archie, the future remains uncertain. What will it mean for him to grow up removed from the royal fold? Will he come to resent his grandfather's decision, or will he embrace a life free from royal duties and expectations? There's an irony in the situation. What could be seen as a rejection might also become a gift, sparing him the burdens his father has wrestled with for years. Archie may never be a prince, but he might lead a life far more liberated than those bound by royal tradition. Ultimately, King Charles's attempt to reform the monarchy has set off a domino effect of familial and societal questions, leaving the world to wonder how this decision will shape the future not only of Archie, but of the monarchy itself. Will this act of modernization be viewed as a moment of necessary progress, or will it be remembered as a misstep that deepened fractures within the royal family and exposed the institution's continued struggle with race and identity in the 21st century? Only time will tell if this marks a new era for the monarchy or a step toward its slow unraveling.